Okay, this is the first question. I hope all of you can listen me very well. If you have any problems, so please, I would recommend that instead of writing something in the chat, please unmute your mic and ask me directly.
No, sir, no problem.
Okay. Okay, the exercise 2.8. So I want all of you to read this word problem because you will not be able to understand the question if you are not, if you will not read the statement of the question, so you will not be able to solve it. So according to the statement, I will use the whiteboard of this Zoom and I will write something or type something on the Zoom screen. The product of two positive consecutive numbers is 182. Find the numbers. So you people must have done these type of things before. So I would like to take the help from someone. Just read the statement. Product of two consecutive numbers is 182. So the meaning of the product, I want to explain you that we will get these two numbers multiplied. This one or this part of the question, product stands for the multiplication of two numbers. And another important word is consecutive numbers. So this is also another word which needs explanation. And then we will use it to form an equation. And once the equation is formed, then we will be able to find the answers or the form the equation. Actually, this equation or this exercise basically deals with the formula of or the translation of word problems into an equation. And then we have already learned that how to solve those equations in the beginning of this chapter, in chapter number 1 and in chapter number 2. These questions are much easier as you people have done in exercise like 1.2, 1.3 or 1.4 or even in 2.2 or 2.5 something. These questions are much easier. You can consider earlier first 5 questions for the short questions only. So the product of two consecutive positive numbers is 182. So I would write it on the board. So this is a whiteboard which everybody should see. So we don't know the number. So I will write the text board according to the statement. If I write the statement right here, that states product of consecutive numbers is 182. So if it is 182, then we will start that what is a number. So we will, first of all, we will write the statement of the question. We will assume that a number is, which one number is this? Consecutive means that the numbers will be in a sequence like 2, 3 or any numbers like 5, 6. These are the numbers which are called consecutive numbers. So we will use these two numbers, and because we don't know which is a number, but we have provided a condition in the question. So we will first of all start like this one, that we will assume that let first number is equals to x. So we will start from here. And the next number will be next consecutive number or the second consecutive number. Second consecutive number is equals to x plus 1, because whenever you write the consecutive numbers, you have to write equals to x plus 1. So according to the statement, first number is this and the second number is x plus 1. Statement says, according to the statement, product stands for the multiplication of two numbers. So statement says that product of these two numbers, which we have assumed as is equals to 182. So which are the two numbers? Let first number is x and the second number is x plus 1. So we will do it like this one, that we will write here x dot x plus 1 equals to 182. So this is the equation that we have just generated, x times x plus 1, because in the above equation we have written that this is an product of two numbers, and we have assumed the first two numbers. That first number is x, next consecutive number is x plus 1, so their product will be taken according to the statement of the question. So I also want to write it here that I am writing it because of the condition. What is the condition? This is because it is written in the question. Condition of question. So you have to follow the condition of the question. So main task is this, that we will first form the equation. Now solution of equation will be much easier, as I'm telling you, that if you just simplify it, it will become x raised to power 2. So because in this whiteboard we can't write the exponent, so what we will do, that we will just place a power sign. This is for x square plus x minus 182 equals to 0. So we will actually form the quadratic equation of the form. This x raised to power 2 is written with this mark because in this whiteboard we can't write x square directly. So x raised to power 2 plus x by multiplication of x and x plus 1. So this is the equation. What you need to do is simply you have to factorize it and you will find the values of x. So if we will go for the factorization, if you take your own calculation in a minute, what will be the factors of minus 182 whose sum should be 1? Fine. This is because
14 and 3.
yes, okay. So this will be uh, by midterm breaking, by using midterm breaking. Factorization or the factors. Yes, beta. Yes, for a minute. Yes. What do you want to ask?
सही आपने midterm break किया है?
Yes, no, I have not yet broken the midterm. What I am doing is that I have just written x square. So I am telling you because x square is not written in normal format as we do write it in ordinary Microsoft Word format. So in this sign is for power only. Fine. So x raised to power 2. This is actually x square because this whiteboard does not allow me to write x square directly as you people usually see. But the students who are studying computer, they know it very well. This is for the power sign only. X raised to power 2 is written like this sign. So I have written actually x square, fine. And now I'm going to break the midterm. As I have just listened, someone is saying, you can see that because sum should be 1x or 1 in the middle. So what I have to do, that I would write it like in the same way. X raised to power 2 plus 15x, I think 15x minus 14x and minus 182 equals to 0. So this will give you like this
14 or 13.
14 and 13. Okay, just let me make my correction for a moment. So x is to power 2 plus 14x minus 13x and minus 182 equals to 0. So this is the equation. If you will take out common now, so x times it will be x plus 14 and next time minus 13 will be taken. So it will again generate, that is x plus 14. So this is this will complete the midterm breaking in a moment. And in the next step, we will have two factors only. One will be x plus 14 and the other one will be x minus 14. So there will be the two factors. If you will equate them equals to 0, so actually you will be getting two answers. One, x will be equals to 14 minus 14, and the second value will be x equals to 30. Now you can see that you have obtained two answers. If you go back to the statement of the questions, though we have obtained two values, x is equals to minus 14, x equals to 13, But in the statement of the question, there was a written a word which was, if I share with you, if I go back to the statement, it was written that the two numbers should be positive. Fine. I have gotten two values. First, the number should be positive. So that's why if I notice it, so this number should be positive. So I have obtained two numbers, but if I go back to the same statement, I have obtained two numbers, but two numbers are like this one: x equals to minus 14, x equals to 13. So you will consider only x equals to 13 because we need positive number only. So the first number is uh, x is taken as a first number. So the first number is 13 equals to 13, and the next consecutive number or the second number will be, as we have just written above, second number is equals to x plus 1. So according to this, x plus 1, it will become, if I write it below somewhere, x plus 1, so number should be equals to 13 is in place of x and plus 1, so next number will become 14. So actually the two numbers will be uh, 13 and 14. These are two such numbers, required numbers, whose product is equals to required numbers. Just let me finish and I will show it to you. So two required numbers are actually 13 and 14. So once you will do their product, you will get 182. So this is a requirement of the first part. So the volume of the question, which I'm just showing you, this one, like the point which I'm telling you, it is a very short question. You can consider it for even short question or even for an MCQ as well. So volumetrically, this is quite short. Okay, ask me the question, then I will move to the next part. The whole question is in front of you. The important point is this, that you should read the statement and you should translate the statement into the formation of equation. So in my opinion, this step, which I'm just highlighting, this one, condition of the equation is a condition in which we form the equation. That is the most important thing. If the condition of the question is not understood clearly, so obviously you will form the wrong equation and the solution will be wrong. So the important thing is this, that you have to very carefully look at the statement of the question so that you can form the equation according to the condition. Any problem? It's easy one, it's quite easy. Now let's see another part to solve it. I am recording it, so we will upload it later on. In the meantime, the complex questions will come, is coming next, and I will solve it on the page and I will share with you. So let's see the next question. The sum of squares of three positive consecutive numbers is 77. Find them. So if you read the statement of the question, sum of squares of three positive consecutive numbers is 77. So I will solve it for you, and then we will move to the next question. I will solving question number 2, and I will like to solve it on the page. Just wait for a second. Let me switch on the cameras. Okay. I hope all of you can see it now. Just wait for a second.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you read the statement of the question, so we have to write the question number 2. This is x is 2.8. So the point which I'm telling you, that statement or reading of the statement is very important. So I read with the question statement once again with you, then I will start writing in the meantime on the page, like sum of squares of three positive consecutive numbers. Three positive and consecutive numbers. This is written as 77. So let me underline the word which I want to explain you, and I am showing you on the page. The important point is this, that we don't know which are the three consecutive numbers. So what will you do? That you will first assume that first positive number is equals to x. And then you will write second number next or consecutive second number, because statement is written about three consecutive positive numbers. So I have to write all those assumed positive numbers. So first number is x, then next will be x plus 1. And then we will write a third number. Obviously that will be x plus 2. That will be the next, or in other words, the third consecutive number, that is x plus 2. So if we have gotten three numbers in a row, which will be considered as sequence, and I can write it for you as an example, that any three numbers, I explained you earlier, like for example, any three numbers like 11, 12, 13, these are the three numbers. A more appropriate word was required to be used in the question, that three positive integers. They have used a number. So in fact, the word number makes many other senses in mathematics as well. Like if we consider it like a consecutive number is written. So numbers can even be rational number as well, or it can be uh, numbers can be even rational, or it can be irrational. So if the appropriate word was required to be written as sum of squares of three positive integers, because integers are such numbers which are in the form of whole numbers. Otherwise numbers can be in decimal form or something like that. So there is some sort of deficiency in the statement of the question. The more appropriate word was required to be the integers. So if we, because the point, we will get the correct answer by using this fact, but instead of the word number, the more appropriate word was required to be the integer. So any three numbers or any three integers which we'll be using, it will be answer will be in the form like there will be three numbers that will be in the consecutive formation. So
सर
G, yes.
सर अपना कैम थोड़ा जूम कर लें, वो सही दिख नहीं रहा.
ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा zoom हुआ है. The condition of the question. So according to the condition of the question, which I am telling you that this is the most important part, sum of squares form करना. So how we will form? Sum करना है, sum of squares. So first you will take the square of these three assumed numbers, x square plus x plus 1 whole square and x plus 2 whole square, and this is written as equals to 77. This is a condition. Sum of squares, this is a translation of this word. Sum of squares of three positive consecutive numbers. So we have first assumed three numbers, we have taken their squares, and then we have done the sum of those three numbers. So this is called sum of squares of, this is called sum of squares, sum, this is for sum, plus sign, and squares, sum of squares of three numbers. And what you have to do, simply you have formed the equation, you simply expand the squares, and then you will simplify and form a quadratic equation, and you will solve it. So I will even write for you. First square will be x square plus 1 plus 2x plus x square plus 4 plus 4x. I have expanded two squares, and this is equals to 77. Once it will be done, you will get x square, or x square. There are three x squares. So it will become like this one. So 2x and 4x collectively will become 6x, and 4 plus 1 will be 5. We are shifting 77 from other side. So the simplified equation actually become 3x square plus 6x minus 72 equals to 0. So this will be the quadratic equation. Now you need to once again solve the midterm breaking. in all of these questions, once the equation formation is done, then the rest of the procedure will be quite easy. Normally, the midterm breaking has been done, and you should keep it in your mind that midterm breaking is normally been taught at grade 8 to the students. Even in class 9, we just go for the revision. So what we are going to do again using midterm breaking, we are going to make factors and 3 times 72. So it's one more thing is there, that if we use the rule of factorization, that is taking common. If you take out 3 common, the question will become much easier. Like it will become in the form. We have just taken 3 common, and then you will see the statement will become even simpler. And 3 will become 0 on other side, will be divided by 0 divided by 3, sorry, and this whole expression 3 will be disappeared. And then if you will go for the midterm breaking, so you need to find the factors of 24. So x square plus 6x minus 4x minus 24, and if you take out x common, so it will become x plus 6. If you take out minus 4 common, it will become x plus 6 again. So the two factors will be x plus 6 and x minus 4, and you will get two values, x equals to minus 6, x equals to 4. Now, as I told you earlier in the statement of the question, it was provided that number should be positive, right? So this number is becoming x. This was the first number, so this is negative. So what will you do? This is negative. So you will simply write ignore. Fine. You will reject it or ignore it because it's a negative number. So your working will be proceeded with x equals to 4, which is a positive number. So this was the first positive number. X plus 1 will become the second positive number, that is equals to 5, and x plus 2, that we assumed third positive number. So the three consecutive numbers will be 4, 5, and 6. This will be the answer, and you can even trial it for in such a way that if you make the sum of squares of 4 square, 5 square, and 6 square, and we will try that is it becoming 77 or not. So 4 square is 16, 5 is 25, 6 square is 36. If we add them together, if you add them all these numbers, 16, 25, and 36 all together, 6 is 12, 12 and 5 will become 17. So this will become obviously 77. So this will verify your result as well, that these are the such three positive numbers whose sum of square becoming 77. So I just want to show you the whole question once again from the beginning. Then we will proceed to the next question. So from the statement of the question, that is question number 2, sum of squares of 3 positive consecutive numbers. So we don't know which are the numbers. So you will start assuming that first number is equal to x, then next consecutive number will be x plus 1, and the further next consecutive number will be x plus 2. And then you will apply the condition, that is sum of squares should be equals to 77. So in my opinion, the point which I am telling you again and again, that this statement or this condition is the most important thing, because rest of the question for the solution will be much easier, but this equation formation is the important part. So this depends upon that how do you read the statement of the question, because it is a statement sum. Question number 5 from the statement of the question. Question number 4, we will be solving question number 4. A hint about question number 3 is this, that sum of 5 times a number and square of the number is 204. So what I will do, that I will not completely solve question number 3 for you, rather we will form the equation and I will leave up to you to solve the question number 3. Fine. So I want to help you as well so that you can see the statement and then we can work it out. So sum of 5 times a number. So we don't know the number. So we will assume that let number is equals to x. And we have to find the sum. What will be the 5 times of this number? So that will be 5 times x. So the number is x and its 5 time will become 5x. And now condition says, because I am focusing more on the condition, that how to form the equation actually. So condition says that sum of 5 times a number, I have to find the sum of number, like 5 times of number is 5x and square of the number. So square of number will be x square. So this is equals to 204. So if you read the statement with me one time, and then I would like to explain it on the page. The sum of 5 times a number, fine, 5 times. So we don't know which is number. We will assume that the number is equals to x. And then we will make the 5 times of the number, that will become 5x. And then finally, we are interested to form the equation with 5 times
सर आपका माइक म्यूट हुआ हुआ है।
ओके जी, अच्छा ठीक है। तो ये जो इक्वेशन फॉर्मेशन है, यू विल सी दैट once the equation is formed, that you have your choice. Either you can solve quadratic formula or you can use midterm breaking. Either of those two can be used to find the answer. Okay, do you want to ask anything from question number 3? This is much simple. I believe that you people can work it out. You can find the answer of this number. If the condition is not there that find positive number, then you have to find both the numbers. That according to, if I just read with you the statement, sum of 5 times the number. So you can see that in this category, how much time is left for this meeting? Okay. We will solve the factors for 204 to make it sum as 5. Can you factorize it, students?
Yes sir.
Okay, what will be the factors then? You have to make the factors of 204 in such a way that once you will add them together, answer should be plus 5.
17 and
17
12.
and 17 minus 12.
If you work it out, x square plus 17x minus 12x and minus 204. I am solving this question because I have to explain one more thing in the question. So I am solving it. X times x plus 17, and once you will take minus 12, it will become x plus 17 equals to 0. So numbers will become x plus 17 and x minus 12. And you will get two answers from here. One from one is 12, another one is equals to minus 17. Now you will see that in this question we will get two sets of answers. Both will be valid answer, because in this question we don't have any such condition that number should be positive 1. If you read the statement, there is just written find the numbers. So the both of these values, that the number which we have been asked to find, so number can be 17 or it can